Yo, what is up, YouTube party people? Zarina back at it again with another video, and today let's get into it without any further ado. Today we are going to be talking about the TikToker who was recently arrested for spraying bug spray all over produce in a local Walmart. And I know a lot of YouTubers have talked about this. Most likely you might have heard of what happened, but I just want to weigh in here because it really irks me, and I just want to talk about this guy and also the general culture regarding this kind of behavior, because this guy is not the first to be getting famous off of doing stuff like this. Oh no, he is not the first at all, and we're going to be talking about it. So starting off, this man is, for lack of a better word, a degenerate. He makes degenerate slop content for people who like to consume this stuff, and I don't know who likes to consume this kind of content besides like 12-year-old teenage boys. Like 12-year-old teenage, that's like an oxymoron. But I genuinely don't know who's watching this stuff, because this man, let me tell you, this man is a menace. By every definition of the word, he is a menace. This man films himself committing crimes and inflicting terror on people around him for a laugh. And I don't really know how it's funny, I gotta be real here. I like prank content as much as the average person, I guess, but I like more harmless pranks that are still really funny versus just like making other people's days harder. Like there was this one prank of this girl just repeating everything she said to her boyfriend twice, and that shit was hysterical. I ain't gonna lie, it was hysterical. There's other pranks I've liked, like where you go into a library and then you play like some crazy ass song or something, and then you're like, oh, I thought they were plugged in, oh my god. There are pranks that are funny, but these pranks are not funny. Like, let me just run you down with some of the stuff that he's filmed and put online. Now his TikTok is banned. It took him getting arrested to get his TikTok banned, which is crazy, but we'll get into that later, okay? This man, he has thrown dead pigeons at fast food workers. He has dropped ice blocks. He'll just stroll into the back of the fast food restaurant with a big block of ice, and he will just toss it into the fryer. And if you don't know, ice and I was about to say fire. Ice and oil, frying oil, they do not mix. Long story short, that shit is gonna evaporate and cause like a grease fire. It's gonna cause a flooding. Overall, it is a very messy and dangerous thing to do. You should never put ice in a fryer, okay? Never put it in hot oil, all right? This guy, he goes there, walks in, walks out, and he leaves these poor minimum wage workers to clean up after it. And it's funny somehow, and you'll see like people putting laughing emojis in the comments. NPCs, bro. What is funny about this? And what's ironic is his content is like, don't forget you got free will and stuff. When you realize you have free will, and it's treating everyone around you as like an NPC, but it's like, bro, everyone knows you have free will, but part of participating in a society is being sure that you are not a menace, all right? That's not NPC behavior. That's just being a good regular person. Being a good regular person is perfectly fine. You do not have to think, I don't want to be an NPC. It's fine, bro. Being an NPC is fine. All right, I'm an NPC too, because I don't think it's okay to throw ice blocks in hot oil machines, you know? And maybe I'm getting off track though. Maybe I'm getting off track. But for one thing, I'm pretty sure that's a crime. That's gotta be illegal somehow. I'm not gonna do the research into finding out if it's illegal, but I'm pretty sure you're just being a dick, all right? In the law of morality, you're being a dick. 2. Actually, this is 3 because I mentioned the dead pigeons, but 3, he will lock people in the stores, or like he'll put it on the front door with like a bike lock, and he'll lock people inside. What's the joke? Where's the funny? Didn't laugh. What is the, who's watching this shit? Who? Unless you are 12 years old or under, who's watching this? Because for one thing, that is an occupational hazard. That is a fire hazard. You are supposed to have an exit, at least one exit, all right? So you have no idea if you just barred their only exit. That is a crime in itself. I don't know if it's a felony. I feel like he should have been arrested at that. So that's another crime. Another one. Another
one, thank you.
And then, this one disgusts me. Like, let's watch this. Literally, like, what the hell? This one actually just makes me sad because it's an old man who was minding his own business, going to the laundromat, and then you just throw the bacon and the eggs in there, which for one thing is going to completely ruin his clothes, cause a huge unnecessary inconvenience for him. You probably ruined everything that was in that cycle, and two, that laundry machine, that washing machine itself probably has to be replaced entirely. You're just literally causing issues for everyone for no reason. I didn't laugh at that. I didn't think that shit was funny. I don't know, maybe I just have empathy for people, maybe I'm crazy. This old man was minding his own business, and if someone's going to a laundromat, chances are they can't afford a washing machine, or they rent somewhere it doesn't have one. You don't know the situation, but most likely if someone's at a laundromat, is this really what you need to be doing to them? Is this really what you need to be giving them? I just don't understand what the joke is here. This isn't even a prank. It's just being a dick. And then, that's just like the very tip of the iceberg. We could be here all day and I could just play you multiple videos of this guy being a dick. But I think we've well established the fact that this guy is a dick. And he's stupid. And he's a fucking idiot. An absolute jabroni, let me tell you, because the most recent stunt he did landed him in jail, rightfully so. He sprayed bug spray on produce in a Walmart. What the fuck? Like, I don't even need to explain why this is a crime. I don't even need to explain why this is a bad thing. That's poison. You're just spraying poison all over food. And this just gets to me the most because it's like anyone could be affected. My family gets produce from Walmart. Anyone could do this and could cause serious problems. And you don't know who's gonna buy that. Anyone can buy it, all right? You could buy it. Imagine you buy a banana or something, you eat it, and you end up potentially dying. You're gonna have a really bad time with that poison, at the very least. That stuff is really lethal. That is so fucked up. It's like advanced fucked upness. He's saying I'm a supervillain and stuff. Honestly, yeah, he is. That's not a flex. You could potentially kill someone, definitely. You could actually easily kill someone like that. He's very, very, very lucky that nobody actually was hurt because of what he did. That, like, is that not like biological terror? Is that not like terror to some extent? Because I know that tampering with food and stuff, it is against the law. You cannot tamper with consumer products. And if someone ends up as a result, you can be charged with murder. This guy is stupid. And he's 27. This man, at his big ass dinosaur age, Jurassic age, he's got 4 years on me. And he's out here doing this shit, alright? I'm anti at 23. This man is proper unk, and he's doing this shit. What the fuck, bro? Hot take, you guys. Hot take. I think they should throw the book at him. I think he should be sent to the gulags. Like, if I was president, I've said this in my other videos, but I would be a horrible president. You know why? I would take these clout hogs and I would round them up. I would put them in camps. I would put them in some sort of camp that would wire their brain to be normal again. Because this shit isn't normal. This behavior isn't normal. Going around poisoning produce, thinking it's a good idea. The fact that this man walked back into Walmart 10 minutes later, alright? He walked in 10 minutes later and he was like, oh no, what if I poison someone? Let me just take the produce, put it in a cart, and put it in the bag. Bro, those employees, for one thing, those employees, if they see a cart out, they're gonna take the stock and just put it back. What he needed to do here was purchase everything that he just contaminated and throw it out himself. What the fuck did he think was gonna happen? Does he think the employees are gonna magically know that they were poisoned? No, bro. That's on you. You spend that money and you throw it away. Idiot. And the only reason he did it was because the people were commenting and they were saying like, this is a bit too far. And it is. I don't know what was going through his mind, making him think that this was a good idea. Like, literally, what is going through this man's mind? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. He looks demonic. I don't believe in any of that shit. But the look in this man's eyes is so vacant. I'm like, what is going on in there? It's either static or just pure demonic imagery. Because this man, what is going on? What is going on? I don't want to say this man's a demon, but I'm just saying the shit he's doing, the look in his eyes, there's something evil there. There's just a little bit something evil. I sound crazy when I say that. I'm just saying, this is like clout hog to the highest possible degree. Like, actually. But, you know, hot take, poisoning people is bad. But this leads me to my next point here, what I mainly wanted to talk about. Why does this kind of be rewarded so much? Because in the article, he says he makes like 6K to 10K a month off of his videos. That is insane. Okay, I have nothing against people making money as creators. That's what I'm trying to do. I full and wholeheartedly support people getting their bag through non-traditional means. But I do not think you should be allowed to earn money with this kind of content. What I don't understand is TikTok is not the only site that rewards just being an absolute dick. Why does being obnoxious reward you so much? Actually, don't answer that. Because we all know it's because of engagement. Anything that drives engagement, even stuff like this, if it's controversial, if it's rage bait, will drive engagement. That's all they care about. They just care about keeping people on their apps, whether it's through negativity or what have you. As long as people are glued to their screens, they don't care, and you can make as much money as you want. And you know what? I think TikTok, Rumble, Kick, even YouTube, they need to be held accountable for letting these kind of creators thrive. Because you have other people like Jack Doherty, however you pronounce that. You have people like him and Neon who made like an entire living off of just being obnoxious and harassing people. And then they get rewarded. And only recently has Jack Doherty actually seen some consequences when he should have been seeing them from the very beginning when he started getting popular off of harassing random people off the street. What is the fun in watching this sort of content? I don't understand. And at the same time, do I really blame people like Jack Doherty and Neon for doing what they do? Because if you're just gonna get paid these huge amounts of money, way more than a 9-to-5er could ever dream, alright, working a 9-to-5 if you can just be a menace and make millions. In a way, you can't really blame them for that. It's not really their fault, or I wouldn't say I would put so much blame on them, because for one thing, you get the viewers, you get the money. Why the fuck would you do anything else if this is what's gonna make you money? But at the same time, I don't understand. Why would you want to do this? Why would you voluntarily think this is a good way to build your brand? Why would you think being hated is the best way to promote growth for your channel, for your account, God knows what? I just don't understand. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get rewarded. These social media sites, they should be held a little accountable too, and they should ban these sort of creators as soon as they get them. But at the same time, okay, you're getting rewarded for the bad behavior, and what is it gonna get you? It's gonna get you some money, it's gonna get you attention, the attention you so desperately crave. But why would you do that? Don't you have any morals, for one thing? I'm like, don't you feel bad doing this stuff? Like, for one thing, I could not treat like these fast food workers the way that this TikToker does. I just couldn't. I would feel way too bad. I would genuinely feel horrible. I wouldn't be able to do that. I would like to just mind my own business and let them live their lives. And two, you are gonna get short-term success. I feel like a lot of people though, they see the short-term success. They see this rage bait kind of content, it's pissing people off, being a menace. They think that's good content, you know? And maybe for a while, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of attention. You're gonna rake in the money. But a lot of these people, their longevity, it's not very good, because you are attracting people to what you are doing, to your actions, you are not attracting anyone to you. You are not going to get an audience, like a loyal audience this way. You're just going to get an audience of like 12-year-old boys, and those boys are going to grow out of it, and you're going to trap yourself in a box because you're going to need to keep attracting these 12-year-old boys. The factory is going to keep pumping out the boys, you know, but you're gonna have to keep capturing their interest by doing the same over and over again, being a menace, and eventually it's gonna bite you in the butt. You know why? Someone's gonna get sick of your someone's gonna beat you up, you're gonna get arrested like this guy. It's just gonna keep escalating because you're gonna have to keep outdoing yourself. You just can't keep throwing cakes at people all the time. That's gonna get boring. So you gotta drive up the stakes. Now let's start people. Oh, I'm in jail now. I lost my account. I lost my source of income. Blah, blah, blah. It is just a bad idea all around. I don't see why anyone would do it. You're just gonna get everyone to hate you. You're gonna jeopardize your future because this shit ain't gonna last. If this is how you conduct your online presence, it's not gonna last. All right? I get it. You want money, but it's not gonna come quickly. You want people to like you for you when you're making content online. Like, I'm just talking about these guys in general. Like, I don't understand. Maybe if you're like Logan Paul or something, you know, there's the few exceptions of overly hated people who end up being successful, but it's just more often than not, you are not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. It's not gonna happen. You should make content based off of your personality or something you have to offer, something of value, because people are gonna get sick of you. They're gonna get sick of you, and then your legacy is gonna be known as the guy who sprayed bug spray all over produce for clout. That's it. That's an awful legacy to have, bro. No one's gonna remember you except as like a passing footnote. Why would you do that? Why would you not just build your brand by being likable? You being likable. That's gonna catch honey will catch way more flies, and you'll have a more loyal fan base because people are gonna like you. The kids that you capture like in your audience, they're gonna grow up with you, and they're gonna probably stay loyal most of the time, or they're gonna look at you fondly at least. It's just, from a business perspective, I don't understand it. You're gonna have short-term growth, yes, but more often than not, these guys will just blow all their money and they're gonna end up broke. Look at Jack Doherty. He bought like what, a fucking Lamborghini and then crashed it, and then that's what got him banned. But what's insane to me is he made all that money and he's out here buying Lamborghinis and stuff. I can only imagine how much he's frivolously spending because now he's doing like crypto scams and whatnot. With all the money that he made off of his streaming career, he could have invested that smartly and he could be retiring. I swear to God, I don't know how much money he made, but even a couple million, if you are smart about it, you can make that shit last. All right? It's just making the first million is the hardest. Now I'm turning into like a financial advisor here, but I'm just saying, these people are stupid. This is their form of like giving to the world, is like harassing people and thinking that's entertainment. So these people are not smart, and you can use them as examples. Do not do this as your form of content creation. Just be a good, entertaining, nice person, and people will come to you. All right, they will come and watch your content, and it might take a while because when you're just being a genuine person, just trying to make genuinely good stuff, it might take a while for people to take notice of you because that's just how the algorithm works. But doing this is just such a cheap way to shoot yourself to the top and like not really accomplish anything. You're just gonna get arrested. This is what the culture rewards, but it doesn't reward it for long. If you base your career off of doing crazy controversial shit, your career is gonna fall off really quickly. You're gonna have to keep outdoing yourself, and you are not Steve-O. Just saying. Like, let's try and like think of like, what are the examples of people who've had careers like this? They come and go. Island Boys, and then they did incest because they couldn't think of what else to do. They wanted the attention so bad. They simply could have just made good music. They could have just done that. Like, y'all did not have to do all that, okay? Who else? There was that one prankster from like 2016, and he did that like kidnapping. What was his name, bro? I don't even remember his name. Sam Pepper. Sam Pepper was his name. As soon as I said that, I had everything come back to me. But like, when was the last time you thought about Sam Pepper? Huh? When was the last time you thought about him? Exactly. My point Case closed. Thanks for playing. That's about it. Smell you later.
Bye-bye.